All right, back in your packet here, looks like page 35. What we are doing is finishing up the introduction to comparison. So again, remember with comparisons, you're always looking at two or more items. So in the first one, we talked about this type of stuff, more something than or less something than. So we said taller than, shorter than, less green than, less popular than, stuff along those lines. Now we're just using one phrase that basically tells you exactly what those other two are talking about there. So you don't need a más, importante que. All you need is these words to be connecting one to the other. Better than, worse than, older than, younger than. So mayors are older people typically, so I know that means older. Minors are younger people, so that's typically when you use menor. So that's kind of what we got there for that one. So the example that's in your packet that's not up here on my screen is the second one down. They give you the example that the food of Wendy's is good. Okay, that's not a comparison. But the next one down, they give you the la comida de Jimmy John's es mejor que la comida de Wendy's. So that's what they're giving you for their example. You could also say, again, older than or younger than. As an example, you could say, yo soy mayor que Senora Walters. I am older than Mrs. Walters. You could also say like better than or worse than. Los Spartans they are worse than Los Wolverines. Something along those lines. So you're doing the same thing. And notice how this one right here, it went plural. So these can go plural. All you have to do is add ES to them. So if the item you're talking about before is plural, you add an ES to those. All right. So these examples give you a sentence and then they have a better than or worse than. I don't care if you do the first one. The second one is what's important. So pause it, do that, and then get back to me. Here we go. Jose es mejor. Whoa, that's not even close. Mejor que Lalo. Right there. Boom. Better than Lalo. Mejor que. My mom is young. My mom is younger than my dad. Mi madre es younger than, menor que mi padre. What's that one? My history teacher is older than my grandmother. We're just going to call it mi profesor. I'm going to shorten it. Es mayor que mi abuela. Older than. You can put mi profesor de historia. That's fine. Not a big deal. Donuts are bad for your health. Pot pies are worse. I have no idea what pot pies are in Spanish. So we're going to call them pipis. Son peores que las donas. That is the word for donuts right there. So those, all you're doing is you're throwing that in as an example right there. Makes sense. All right, and that's all there is for the second part, and now you're going to do some examples and practice those as well.